Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how rarely people in healthcare get thanked? I have been a physician for a very long time, long enough that I graduated medical school before God invented dirt. Over the years, I have saved thousands of children's lives, yet very few people ever thanked me. Not saying no one, but very few people. And early in my career, that really bothered me because, I grew up watching all the medical shows on TV where the families are always so grateful or the patient is always so grateful. Yeah, I didn't receive that. And, but I had been conditioned to expect some sort of sign that people noticed, that they appreciated and respected what I'd done. Some small part of me expected a parade with lights and sirens, and instead I got, well, you're just doing your job. Okay. That, like I said, really bothered me at first. Eventually, I realized something important, and that is that no one else was being thanked either. Not the nurses, not the respiratory therapists, and certainly not the housekeepers. No one. Everyone just kept moving, carrying heavy emotional loads, taking risks with their personal safety or their licenses. They just kept going. And that realization struck me. It made me look differently at the people around me. And it's why I want to talk with you today about gratitude as we enter Thanksgiving week. Gratitude isn't seasonal, it's transformational. And here's the part people never hear. Gratitude is a neurobiological event. When you express genuine gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, which makes you feel lighter and more grounded. Regular gratitude increases oxytocin, which strengthens your ability to connect. It can literally lower your cortisol. It quiets the amygdala so you're not living in a stress response. It supports the prefrontal cortex, so your decision making becomes clearer and easier. In other words, every moment of gratitude shifts your internal chemistry toward calm, confidence, and clarity. That shift affects you and everyone around you. People can feel it before you ever say a word. Can I share with you what I started doing? At the end of the day, before leaving the unit or leaving the department, I take a moment to thank my team. Nothing dramatic, nothing grand or expensive. I simply let them know that I appreciate what they do. Sometimes I acknowledge them on their special days with a small treat or a simple card. I do it because I could not do my job without them. When you thank someone for something they do every day, something they assume will go unnoticed, it changes their posture. Their face softens, their shoulders drop. They feel seen. They feel valued. That one moment can stay with them for hours. It can stay with them for years. You already know how hard the people around you work. The question is whether anyone tells them that their efforts matter. I'd like you to try something this week. Choose 3 people, one at work, one at home, and someone that you usually overlook because they blend into the background. Thank each one of them for something specific that they contribute. Watch how the interaction shifts. Notice how your own chemistry shifts in response. Now ask yourself, what could happen if this became your daily practice? How would your relationships change? How would your workplace feel? How would the world around you shift if people felt seen because of something they said? Now, I have someone on here watching. Claire, if you want to let me know if you've ever tried this or if you've seen this, that would be great. And for those of you who are watching the recording, I want to say happy Thanksgiving.